why she is here in NXT.
Jordynne Grace has conquered everywhere that she's competed in the past, and she wants to be part of the hottest women's division on planet Earth right now, the best in the game, NXT. But the work is only just beginning for the Juggernaut.
To the generation of Jade.
And her opponent from Chicago, Illinois, Cora Jade!
There's a lot on the mind of Cora Jade. As you see to her left staring at Masha Slamovich, the TNA Knockouts champion, who will face Cora March 14th. Sacrifice for that very championship. But Graves, are we looking at a woman who is ready to take that next step?
Well, listen, if you ask Cora Jade, she was born ready for the moment, for the opportunity, but thus far the results haven't necessarily matched her personal prognostications. I think Cora Jade has all the talent it takes to become TNA Knockouts champion, but I also think she's in for the fight of her life.
I can tell you this, she's one bad little sister. Oh yes, man.
Well, some would say she's been living in the shadows, so to speak, of Roxanne Perez, and I don't necessarily know if you see it that way because they've been best friends, they've been better enemies.
I would say that. I wouldn't use that term friends. I mean, co-workers, partners in crime, yes. Means to an end, yes. But friends, no. We don't use that word, Victor.
Well, Jordynne said Cora would be a disgrace if she were to become the TNA Knockouts champion. Jordynne said it was an honor to be champion. As a quick roll through, back up, hoisting up Cora Jade, trying to overpower Cora right now is Grace. And look, there's only been one woman that has held the Knockouts title for more combined days than Jordynne Grace. So I think, Booker, if someone knows what they're talking about when it comes to the TNA Knockouts title, it's the Juggernaut.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is an opportunity of a lifetime for Cora Jade just to upset the whole thing, man. Go into TNA and change the whole name of the game.
Oh!
I agree with you, Booker. Massive opportunity for Cora Jade, but right now, Jordynne Grace is just having her way.
And Graves, you can understand also why Grace wants to get her hands on Roxanne Perez. A lot of daggers were thrown last week in Cincinnati. Into the cover goes Jordynne, hook of the leg, and an ear fall.
There were plenty of daggers thrown, but Jordynne Grace had to know it was coming. You have to expect that. When you're a big fish in a smaller pond, and you make it to the deep end of the ocean, like Jordynne Grace is finding out right now, you are a walking target.
We just saw the two women that'll compete in that huge unification match in New York City, Booker, at Roadblock. Just how big is that matchup in your words?
I mean, come on. I mean, title versus title, North American champion versus the NXT champion, unification. It don't get no bigger than that.
It's our fourth NXT Roadblock event. A women's title of any kind has never changed hands. It's guaranteed to happen inside the theater at Madison Square Garden, and it has been all Jordynne Grace in this matchup.
Well, this certainly can't be good for the confidence of Cora Jade as she prepares the challenge for gold.
Just ripping at the
That's
hair.
what it's going to take. That's what Cora Jade needs to do more of.
Don't
Be
waste no
ruthless.
time.
Take a shortcut. Downright cheat if you have to. Just don't get caught.
Did you see Grace's neck just bounce off that middle turnbuckle?
Sure did. That's why I'm all excited. Cora
man.
Jade making the most of a tiny opportunity.
I agree with you, Corey. If you
Into the cover, hook to the leg, and a kick out.
you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, man. That's the way I see it. I'm talking about the old Bobby Bowden effect. You feel me? You feel me?
I understand what you said with that one. Is Cora Jade now in control of this matchup as Masha Slamovich again on the outside staring at the woman, that being Cora Jade, that will challenge her March 14th at Sacrifice.
And if you're Cora Jade tonight in this matchup, you're feeling a little bit of extra pressure. When you've got the woman whose title you're going to try to take in a short matter of time, watching your every move, studying Cora Jade, you got to keep that in the back of your mind.
Well, Grace trying to pick up some momentum, just got stopped. Cora sweeping out the leg and trying to maybe find a little bit of rhythm in this matchup. And well, nobody home, coming to a complete halt. Grace was just able to get out of the way for a moment. And I mean one moment, but a big vicious knee strike from Cora.
When you're dealing with someone as dangerous as Jordynne Grace, if I'm Cora Jade, I'm throwing 6 knees rather than 3. I'm throwing 9. I'm throwing a whole dozen.
Combination offense. Which one of these two women walks out victorious? Cora Jade looking to build momentum to her TNA Knockouts Championship matchup, and oh, what a slap. And now Jade charging right in. Big drop kick.
And think of what a win for Cora Jade would do tonight. Cover here.
Could be 3 seconds away right there.
If Cora Jade is the first one to knock off this high-profile signing, the juggernaut Jordynne Grace, Cora Jade is going to have bragging rights for days. She's going to walk back into the women's locker room with her head held high and her chest out because she just did something a lot of people don't think can be done.
That's a great point, you know.
It's the only kind I make.
I think one of the things that Cora Jade sometimes gets upset about is a lot of talk goes to Roxanne Perez, but I gotta ask for it because it would be a big slam by Jordynne Grace. Looking for Grace under pressure, nobody home. Cora now trying to take advantage, and bam, right to that lower back.
Maybe Cora's feeling the nerves right now. I didn't mean to cut you off, but.
And Cora in control, and now is taking over this matchup.
Let me ask you, Vic, I'm gonna ask you this question. What do you think it does to Cora Jade's mindset, her headspace, to have you out here talking about Roxanne Perez the whole time, talking about Masha Slamovich? Let's talk about Cora Jade, the woman who could very well bring the TNA Knockouts title back to NXT.
Well, taking out Grace into the cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out. It's a fair question.
You can only be overlooked for so long.
But it's also the same thing I talked to Booker about when it comes to Roxanne Perez. He's talked about Roxanne Perez a lot. When it comes to Cora Jade,
I didn't say anything about Roxanne.
You guys aren't listening.
You
guys have headsets on, but you're not listening. He has talked about Roxanne Perez many a times. People have overlooked Cora Jade. But when it comes to Cora Jade, can she rise in those big match occasions? Thus far, yeah, she's a former NXT Tag Team Champion, and she put that title in a trash can. That's what we know about her. She thinks about herself more than anybody else, as she's in control of this matchup right now.
I think a lot of people.
And Grace putting on the brakes in this moment. And you went back and talked about the slip for a moment. Graves, you talk about the nerves. I wonder if it's a little bit more than the nerves that has happened and what has transpired in this matchup with Cora.
I'm not entirely sure what's ailing Cora Jade at the moment.
That is the medical staff. They're coming in here right now checking on Cora Jade. As you can see, Jade, you noticed something maybe
look
to the
here, man, this is the same thing Tank Davis did this week. Come on, you can't bargain with the referee. You can't make a deal with the referee. Let's get this thing going, man.
Wherever you are watching in the world right now, Jordynne Grace was in control. Again, our medical team is out here, and I want to go back to a point, Corey, that you made. You had brought up the nerve factor, but it was Cora who had slipped on that bottom rope.
And I don't know that I can chalk that up solely to nerves. I mean, Cora Jade, you can notice the brace on her left knee, and oftentimes an athlete overcompensates with the opposite knee. I'm just hoping it's not something as severe as that.
Well, we are back on NXT. This matchup has come to a halt. You see our medical team out here talking to Cora Jade.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to a referee stoppage, Cora Jade is unable to compete. Therefore, your winner is Jordynne Grace!
Well, Jordynne Grace picks up the victory. We hope to get an update on what happened to Cora Jade as the night progresses. But right now, we're going to take a closer look at our main event for the North American title. It's Tony D'Angelo, Sean Spears here tonight.